Hi, my friends. So, what you're seeing on the screen now is rice cake. So, I'm going to share with you how I made this rice cake. It's super easy and very yummy, fluffy. In fact, it beat my imagination. If you're interested, then you keep watching. Then, of course, that is my rice flour. So, I made this rice flour, I blended it dry, and that is sugar. Is about 1 cup of sugar. Okay, add to, oops, seems that sugar is too much. Okay, let me take it back. So add according to your own preference. Okay. Okay, so I went ahead to add other regular, baking ingredients. I added baking soda, and the next dry ingredient that I'm adding now is salt. So 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, or according to your own preference and the quantity you're making. So I mix. So this is me mixing all my dry ingredients. Okay. So, after mixing, now we're heading over to start putting our wet ingredients. So, my first wet ingredients that I'm adding now is, who can guess? Who can guess? Ta-da! So I'm going to add my evaporated milk. So here you can add cottage cheese, you can add yogurt, you can add heavy cream, whatever is your favorite dairy, or you can substitute with something else if you're not a dairy lover. So here I'm adding 2 eggs, 2 fresh eggs. So that's number one, and then the second one is coming, and that's the second one. So this stage now I'm adding my wet ingredients like I said earlier. Okay, so the next wet ingredient that I'll be adding is my melted butter. So you can use vegetable oil or melted butter. So I chose melted butter because of the added flavor that comes with it. So that's my preference. Do according to your preference. So here I'm going to add vanilla extract. So here I added 1 tablespoonful. So you can add according to your preference or according to the quantity of cake that you are making. Okay, so now I'm gonna stir. So make sure you stir them very well. Stir. If you have a mixer, you can use it at this point. If you don't, you can use your hand and do some, hand-eye exercise just as I'm doing. Try to break down any lumps. Just try your best to mix everything properly. You don't want to bite into a chunk of ingredients that didn't mix well. You don't want that. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. So I'm mixing, mix, and I'm still mixing. Let's keep mixing. Okay, so after mixing here, so I want to add 1/2 cup of evaporated flour. So this is to give it extra texture. Okay, so that's why I added the multi-purpose flour. You can add corn flour, but I used multi-purpose flour for this recipe. So, and the reason is to add extra texture to it. Now I'm mixing thoroughly. Mix. So making sure everything is incorporated very well. Then at this time, my oven is already on, is set at 350 Fahrenheit, and my baking pan is ready. I've already lined it up with a baking sheet. So here I added raisins. You can add chocolate chips or some nuts. So this side is open-ended, so it's according to your preference. But because I have raisins in my fridge, so I added a cup of raisins. Again, to add extra texture and extra flavor and some kind of crunchiness to it. So when I'm happy with it, so that's my baking sheet. my baking pan with a baking sheet at the bottom, and I'm going to add my butter into it. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is just it. So after adding my butter, I now went straight to put it in the oven. So yeah, I try to scoop everything into the pan as much as I can. So, and that's it. And voila, I put it inside my oven. My oven is heated at 350 Fahrenheit, and we're going to bake for 30 minutes. Tana! After 30 minutes, that's our rice cake. Yummy. Beautiful. Look at it. If I didn't tell you, could you guess that the main ingredient for this cake is rice? And that's it. Look at it. Easy peasy. Just came out with ease. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, click that red button that shows subscribe, and click the bell sign. That way you will get all my notifications anytime I post a video. So when you click the bell sign, you will choose the option that shows all. Okay, so let's cut into our cake. Tana, look at it. Very yummy, very fluffy. Everybody enjoyed it. It was very tasty. This will serve as a very good dessert after your meal, or just an afternoon snack, just a little piece, just to add that extra adrenaline kick, when you think you're feeling tired. Just a piece of this cake will wake you up, some sugar to just kickstart your day, okay? Yeah, it was very yummy and fluffy as well. So if you did enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up, share, comment, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.